5 years to hit this animal. That's right, 5 years of breeding to hit that animal. Let's check out what I have. So let's get into the clutch from the lowest on up. The first one we hit, a normal. Heartbreaking, it's pos het, blah, blah, blah. Normal, male. We also hit 3 cinnamon genetic stripes. 3 of them. Crazy, right? We also hit this cinnamon clown, which is 100% het genetic stripe, 50% het DG, and a female. So this is a keeper. Everything else is for sale so far. And we finally hit the first double visual genetic stripe clown. It took me 5 years to get to this animal. This is a female. She will never leave my racks. I had the dream in 2019 of making my whole collection genetic stripe clowns. Started pairing for it. In 2020, I had a pastel banana genetic stripe and a killer clown, and started laying down all my double het females from that point on. In 2023, I could have paired for the double visual, but instead I made an army of genetic stripe double het DG clown females to put in the rack. They'll be breeding next year. Last year had a bunch of personal issues, so I did not pair for G-stripe clowns. Well, it didn't go successfully, and this year was my year. Funny thing is, took me 4 clutches. My first 3 clutches were basically a bust. I hit a genetic stripe, I hit a bunch of normals and yellow bellies. I did hit this really cool red stripe, possible yellow belly, probable yellow belly, hurricane clown. This is 66% het genetic stripe, 50% het DG. I just sent the sheds off to Charlie at Gray Rider, shedtesting.com, to get this boy tested out. If he proves out double het, man, this is a banger for all my females. So anyways, I had over 15 misses before I finally hit this double visual. And this girl is also 50% het DG, so I will test her out at shedtesting.com. And all of the lineage for this whole entire project, 5 years worth, is all tracked in Husbandry Pro. So I could give the lineage for everything. And everything's gonna come from the 2 founding animals I had. And I picked up a few along the way, but when I started this project, these animals weren't readily available. Ninja Balls didn't have any available. Everyone told me I was crazy because anything with genetic stripe was basically dumb and an old project, don't waste my time. And then some of the big boys got in the project and started posting about it, and then everyone jumped on board. But I stayed the course. I didn't buy in. I could have bought double visuals a couple years ago, somewhere around 8 grand. Garrick DeMeyer had them. And I just opted to stay the course and make my own. I was already years into the project at that point. So since starting this project, I've added Desert Ghost and Hypo into the project too along the way. So I'm shooting for different triples and quads at some point. But this is the very first genetic stripe clown I have produced. And this is a really good example. I like how it kind of makes him look like a tiger. This is going to be the foundation of everything I produce going forward. So there's so many full circle things happening to me this year. Such a crazy year, 2025. I hit my first genetic stripe clown that I started producing for that project in 2020. All 4 of the 4 horsemen are active at the same time again. Shout out to Richard for putting out a video. Constrictor Kai on YouTube, formerly Predator BP. I am now co-hosting Reptiles Unplugged, which was the very first interview I ever did. So there's another full circle moment. The Patreon is doing good, And everyone needs to go check out the Patreon because we are having reptiles on the river here in Tennessee. I'm renting cabanas. A whole bunch of us are getting together, gonna hang out, tube down the river. As long as you're a member at the $5 tier or greater, you're invited to come. So go ahead and check out the Patreon, see all the details, and join up. Worst case scenario, join for a month for $5. Come to the party and see if you like what we're about. We've built a small knit community. It's more of like a family. So I guess the point to this whole video is if you have a goal, a project that you really love, see it through, man. Like that was the happiest egg cutting I've done in years, especially after striking out for 3 clutches in a row. The bad news about that clutch was I originally made the pairing with a male that was a genetic stripe double het DG clown to get the female going, and then put in the main male, which is a hurricane, red stripe, yellow belly, triple het DG G stripe clown for the last 2 or 3 locks. I thought he would take the clutch, but he did not. As you can see, there was no hurricane, red stripe, or yellow belly in that. So the original male that was paired when she was 10 millimeters took the clutch. So that's the real luck of the Irish right there. You got a little bit of good luck, but the odds gods are always laughing in your face. Until next time, guys, be grateful for what you have. Hopefully I'll see you at Reptiles on the River. If not, join me every Thursday night on the Reptiles Unplugged channel. Rock on.